Hey guys, and welcome to week 20, workout 1. We are officially at the halfway point, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. First and foremost, please make sure that you are approved by your doctor to be working out. Secondly, for today's workout, we are going to be moving through several different movements, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, except the last few movements we will be doing 1 minute a piece. As we are moving further along in our pregnancy, we are seeing significant changes with our bodies. So before each of our workouts, we are going to start incorporating some prenatal exercises that are really important for us to stay healthy. We are going to start doing some prenatal core foundational exercises at the start of every workout. We obviously know the core is important when we're not pregnant, but when we are pregnant, it's even more important because we have a baby now that's growing out against those muscles. So the 3 muscles I want to talk about today are your diaphragm, your transverse abdominis, and your pelvic floor. So just briefly, your diaphragm is the muscle you want to engage when you're taking deep breaths. So instead of taking deep breaths into our chest, we want to be taking deep breaths all the way into our stomachs. The transverse abdominis is the muscles underneath your 6-pack muscles. So it's like a corset, it goes all the way around. These muscles run horizontally. If you grew up doing ballet, gymnastics, dance, any of that, you are probably very familiar with activating this. If you didn't, it's something you need to think about. So kind of connect your brain to this muscle group that you might not know even existed. Today we're gonna complete some transverse abdominal breaths. And as we're doing that, we're gonna be focusing on our diaphragm and our transverse abdominis, so squeezing those muscles. Lastly, we're also going to incorporate our pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor is also a muscle. It connects your tailbone to your pubic bone and it holds everything up. So obviously it gets a little more stressed when you're pregnant with a baby. So it's important that we're also working that out throughout the day, okay? It doesn't have to be engaged all the time, but we need to be cognizant about doing some exercises for it. So without further ado, I'm a one-woman show here, so I'm gonna change my camera so you can see a little bit more of my body. We're gonna complete some transverse abdominis breaths together, and then we will be on to the workout. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna place both of our hands, one on our chest and one on our stomach. When we're using our diaphragm, we are taking a deep breath, not only into our upper chest, but into our stomach. So we are gonna be breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just like this. Okay, so both of your hands should move a little bit, but you really want to make sure that lower hand is moving out because then we know that you're engaging your diaphragm. As we are breathing out, we are also going to engage our transverse abdominis, okay? So again, it's that horizontal muscle group that wraps around our stomach. We do this by squeezing our belly, okay? So our muscles are being squeezed in, your stomach should come in, okay? And we're not doing this by like rocking our pelvis back, and we're not doing this by just like sucking in our air, okay? It's actually squeezing these muscles. So a hand on your chest, a hand on your belly. Go ahead. Okay, and this is something that I really had to think about when I started doing this. So I start breathing out, and then my brain really has to think squeeze, 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 and I can start feeling my belly squeeze throughout my stomach, and I can see my stomach coming in a little bit. So let's try it again. You might not notice, but you use your transverse abdominis all day long. So if you have toddlers, you're picking up, you're engaging them. If you're walking down the stairs, it's getting engaged. And it's important that you're squeezing your stomach because that's helping to alleviate some stress off your back. Last step of this, so we've done our diaphragm, we've done our transverse abdominis, or our TA, I'm eventually gonna start just calling it that. The last thing we're gonna do is a Kegel. Okay, so when we do that, okay, that's focusing on the pelvic floor. So think squeezing in everything between your tailbone and your pubic bone. Okay, so you're like squeezing in your sex organ. And we are gonna do that also when we are breathing out. So we're gonna be breathing in, you're thinking diaphragm, okay? Your hand should be coming out on your belly. When you're breathing out, you're thinking squeeze your TA. Your stomach should be coming in, but you're also thinking squeeze your pelvic floor. Okay, so here we go. Let's do 2 more. Okay, it is a lot to think about. You wouldn't think breathing takes that much, like, I don't know, like mental energy, but this really does. And I wouldn't be doing this unless I thought it was really important. So we're gonna start practicing this. We're gonna get really good at it. And today during our workout, I picked a no weight workout, so you can be thinking about this. When I cue you for this, obviously I'm not talking during my workouts. I'm just gonna put my hand on my belly, and I want you thinking, okay, like breathe through my diaphragm, breathe through my nose, and then out, and you're squeezing your transverse abdominis. You do not need to be squeezing your pelvic floor, but you really want to be focusing on your diaphragm and your TA. So without further ado, if your space is clear and your water's full, let's get started.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard, 'cause you're in my space and now I'm so. Hold me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away from me You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner.
stay until something better came along. Until something better came along. We're still here, flipping coins about what's to come. It's time.